Universitas Negeri Padang, located in the center of Padang, the capital city of West Sumatra.
Currently, Universitas Negeri Padang manage 10 faculties, 108 study programs, graduate schools, vocational schools, and totally 44,000 active students under the leadership of a rector.
The impact of technology and the industry nowadays have triggered Universitas Negeri Padang to develop sustainable programs. Universitas Negeri Padang focuses on education and qualified teaching process, research and high-quality publication, then community services that give advantages to the society.
Curious about excitement to studying in Universitas Negeri Padang?
Let's see how a look student's life at Universitas Negeri Padang. Universitas Negeri Padang priorities safety, security, comfort for students, staff,
And everyone during their activity in the campus. Universitas Negeri Padang has a large collection of the book, article, and other sources. With a modern library, makes students to study at the library.
It is an honor for me to welcome the AKAS team to the Faculty of Education, Universitas Negeri Padang. We welcome happily AKAS team to access, evaluate, and develop 4 study programs: elementary school teacher education, special education, non-formal education, and educational technology. We really hope that by being accredited through AKAS, all study programs will be better to fulfill the vision of Universitas Negeri Padang as a world-class university.
One of the distinguished faculty in Universitas Negeri Padang is the Faculty of Education, which has produced 1,000 of teachers spread throughout
Indonesia and even abroad.
Thank you very much for the presentation, but I think you need to improve your non-verbal communication.
Sekarang siapa yang tahu 3 dikali 6?
Welcome to Faculty of Engineering, Universitas Negeri Padang. Faculty of Engineering consists of 19 study programs. We manage postgraduate and undergraduate study program. One of the postgraduate study program, namely doctoral program of technical and vocational study program, apply for AKAS accreditation. We believe that we will be granted.
the engineering faculty are well prepared to produce graduates who are able to compete in international world.
This supported by wide-ranging learning and practical facilities education.
This proves that the Universitas Negeri Padang curriculum is very relevant to the needs of the workers or the industrial world.
This school is responsible to manage 6 multidisciplinary study programs. One of them, which is now applying for AKAS accreditation, is the Doctor Program of Educational Sciences. For its achievement and its effort, we believe and we expect that this study program be granted with a certificate by AKAS.
One of the most exciting activity to do in the afternoon after engaging in academic activities is swimming.
And fortunately, swimming pool and all facilities are available in the campus. It's extremely fun studying at Universitas Negeri Padang, right? Universitas Negeri Padang is ready to become an institution that plays a role in improving the quality culture in the tribulary of higher education.
And ready to become an excellent and dignified universities
in Asia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon and a very warm greeting from Universitas Negeri Padang. Ladies and gentlemen, the participants from the ASEAN countries, welcome to the third Communique webinar series, the ASEAN Higher Education Conference 2023, organized by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, Republic of Indonesia, in collaboration with the Council of Rector, the Indonesia State University, CRISU, and Universitas Padjadjaran. I am Fiska Mansyera, your Master of Ceremony. Today, we are going to open the third Communique webinar series that is hosted by Universitas Negeri Padang in Padang, West Sumatra, Indonesia. Indonesia has the honor of serving as the chair of ASEAN for the 5th time. In 2023, the chairmanship of Indonesia in ASEAN adopts the theme of ASEAN Matters, Epicentrum of Growth. Indonesia will convene 10 Communique webinar series of the ASEAN Higher Education Conference 2023 with the general theme, Higher Education, a Catalyst for Growth. The topic of today's webinar is Sustainable Tourism. Now, I'd like to invite Ms. Evelyn, MCom and Media Studies. She is a lecturer in the Communication Science Study Program in Universitas Negeri Padang as moderator for today's webinar. Ms. Evelyn, time is yours.
Thank you very much, Fiska, for such a warm introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon from Padang, West Sumatra, Indonesia. My name is Evelyn. Is it an honor for me to be the moderator of the third Communique webinar series, ASEAN Higher Education Conference 2023. Today we have two sessions. The first is the speaker presentation and the second is discussion. Each speaker will be given 15 minutes to deliver their presentations. The Q&A session is available from the first presentation. For those who want to ask questions, please kindly write your questions in the text box, including your name, institution, and also the panelists you wish to answer it. Before we start the session, please allow me to introduce all the speakers today's webinar. We have 5 panelists representing 5 ASEAN countries that will present interesting topics about sustainable tourism. First of all, we have Mr. Nadiem Anwar Makarim, Minister of Education, Culture, Research, and Technology of Indonesia. He founded Gojek in 2010, a transportation network company and logistics startup company that became Indonesia's first startup, valued over $10 billion. He got Bachelor of Arts in International Relations from Brown University and Master of Business Administration from Harvard Business School, United States of America. The second speaker is Mr. Kyaw Min Tin. He was a chairman of Myanmar Polestar DMC and MICE Management, managing director of Jewel Palace Trading, and executive director of Better Life Education and Career Supporting Center. He is also a visiting lecturer of National Management Degree College and president of Global BIM Partners. Now he is a joint general secretary of Myanmar Tourism Federation, and Executive Committee member of Myanmar Tourism Marketing. He got his degree from International Relations, Yangon Arts and Sciences University, and also Graduate School of International Corporate Strategy, Hitotsubashi University, Tokyo, Japan. The third speaker is Professor Dr. Deksanurat Senedwangda. He is Vice President for Postgraduate Studies, National University of Laos. He graduated from Pedagogical University of Vientiane and English Language from National University of Laos. He got his master's degree in Sustainable Development from Chiang Mai University, Thailand, and Doctor of Philosophy in Southeast Asia Studies from Humboldt University to Berlin, Germany. His last publication is about communities' participation, problem, and threat to achieve development plan based on Samsang in Nambak District, Luang Prabang Province, Laos. The fourth speaker is Mr. Chongrak Watrinrat, PhD. He is a president of Kasetsart University, Thailand, and he is an expert in silviculture, forest soils, and urban forestry. He is the member of University Consortium Chief Executive Officer, the Southeast Asian Regional Center for Graduate Study and Research in Agriculture. And also he is a board of director in Board Vegetable Center. And he got his doctoral degree in forestry from Kasetsart University. The last but not least, Mrs. Huing Pan Pong Huang. She's the Deputy CEO of Spiet Travel Holidays, Chairman of World Transportation Services JSC or World Trans, and CEO of TripU, and Vice Chairman of Ho Chi Minh City Tourism Association. She got her MBA of Asia University and International Business School of Scandinavia. Previously, she got her bachelor degree from Open University, Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, before we start, let's say our greetings to all speakers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's have a listen to the first presentation with the topic about government roles in higher education in accelerating the tourism industry post-COVID-19. A warm pleasant to Mr. Nadim Anwar Makarim. Your 15 minutes start now.
Rektor Universitas Padjadjaran sekaligus Sekretaris Jenderal KRISU, Ibu Rina Indiastuti, Ketua of Asean Higher Education Conference, Bapak Setiawan, Ibu dan Bapak tamu undangan, serta para peserta webinar. Senang sekali saya berpartisipasi dalam salah satu webinar ASEAN Higher Education Conference 2023 untuk membahas topik yang relevan dengan agenda prioritas nasional. Tahun ini menjadi penanda kepulihan dan kebangkitan Indonesia dari pandemi COVID-19. Pemerintah di seluruh dunia bersama-sama mengupayakan berbagai perubahan untuk mengatasi dampak besar yang ditimbulkan pandemi. Kami di Kemendikbudristek memanfaatkan kesempatan ini untuk mengakselerasi transformasi sistem pendidikan dengan kebijakan Merdeka Belajar yang sudah kami mulai jauh sebelum pandemi. Di antara berbagai sektor strategis yang sedang diutamakan pemerintah, pendidikan harus menjadi prioritas. Pendidikan punya peran fundamental yang mempengaruhi sektor-sektor lain dan menentukan arah perjalanan suatu negara. Sebagai contoh, peningkatan kualitas pendidikan pariwisata akan mendorong pemulihan sektor pariwisata yang telah menjadi salah satu sumber pendapatan utama beberapa negara di ASEAN, termasuk Indonesia. Kebijakan Merdeka Belajar yang kami terapkan 3 tahun terakhir, mengubah sistem pembelajaran dari jenjang PAUD sampai pendidikan tinggi. Khusus di pendidikan tinggi, kami memberikan kemerdekaan bagi mahasiswa Indonesia untuk belajar di luar kampus dan mengambil program magang bersertifikat, program studi independen, proyek wirausaha, proyek riset, pertukaran pelajar, sampai proyek sosial di daerah pedesaan. Mereka bisa melakukan studi di luar kampus sampai maksimal 2 semester, dan semua peserta dijamin mendapatkan 20 NKS. Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka adalah gebrakan baru yang mentransformasi sistem pendidikan tinggi kita untuk menjadi lebih terbuka dengan kolaborasi lintas sektor. Kampus yang memiliki jurusan pariwisata dapat bekerja sama dengan perusahaan atau lembaga penyedia layanan pariwisata untuk membuka program magang, sehingga para mahasiswa mendapatkan pengetahuan dan pengalaman nyata di bidang yang digelutinya. Selain itu, pembelajaran multidisiplin juga menjadi hal yang ditekankan program ini. Mahasiswa jurusan pariwisata bisa mengambil studi independen di perusahaan teknologi, sehingga begitu lulus mereka dapat mengembangkan layanan pariwisata yang sejalan dengan perkembangan teknologi. Saat ini sudah ada lebih dari 470.000 mahasiswa dari berbagai perguruan tinggi Indonesia mendapatkan pengalaman berharga belajar di luar kampus. Dan kami terus membuka kesempatan agar proses pembelajaran di pendidikan tinggi ini semakin bermakna, semakin relevan, menjawab kebutuhan yang nyata. Dan salah satunya dalam mengakselerasi industri pariwisata di masa pasca pandemi. Mari bersama-sama bangkit dengan semangat merdeka belajar untuk mentransformasi sistem pendidikan dan membawa ASEAN maju di KaMU. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Shanti 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 Om. Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you for such an insightful presentation. Next, we will have a presentation from Mr. Kiao Min Tin. His topic is about sustainable tourism, synthesis, and a way forward. Hello, Mr. Kiao Min Tin.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. May I share the screen?
Yes, please.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, so the time is yours.
Oh, thank you so much. Good afternoon, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thomas Jominton. You can easily remember me, Thomas. I am the Joint Secretary General of Myanmar Tourism Federation, as well as the Executive Committee member of Myanmar Tourism Marketing Association. Today, it's a great honor for me to share you about sustainable tourism, synthesis, and a way forward in Myanmar. May I go for next slide? As you all know, Myanmar is a very vast country where you can see very long coastal area, and also we have a lot of cultural sites here in the middle of Myanmar, which is the gateway city of Yangon. And from Yangon, it's around 1 hour flight. We are going to reach to Bagan and Mandalay, which is the last capital city, and in the lake, where we are going to see abundant natural and cultural resources. And we also have 800 islands in the south called Mergui Archipelago. And as you can see on the left and right side of the slide, there are a lot of ethnic minorities in Myanmar. By knowing that, we have come up with our sustainable tourism plan by the leadership of the Ministry of Hotels and Tourism. As you all know, the sustainable must be environmental, social, and cultural. So in order to cope with all these aspects, we have came up with 5 main guidelines: protecting the environment and natural resources and wildlife. Next one is providing socio-economic benefit for communities who live in tourist destinations. Next one is conserving cultural heritage and creating authentic tourist experiences. Another one is bringing tourists and local communities together for mutual benefit. The last one is creating inclusive and accessible tourist opportunities. First, I like to go for the protecting the environment and natural resources and wildlife. As you can see on the left side, this is the training program of Mahout, who handle the elephant in the elephant camps. In Myanmar, there are thousands of elephants still working for the Ministry of Forest in order to produce the timber. Together with that, we are still maintaining the ways of life of the elephant together with the people. So we are now keeping those kind of activities up until today. For your information, there are 35 wildlife sanctuaries, 5 national parks, and 5 native parks in Myanmar. In the middle of the slide, you are going to see the beach area. Actually, this is the beach on one of the islands of the Melalui archipelago, which is at the southern part of Myanmar. So these 800 islands are really untouched, and most of the islands are not lived by the people. So wherever you go, there are a lot of naturally abundant places. So this area, the Moken people are living there. We call Saluran tribe. So these people, on the right side picture is one of the NGOs is conducting training to eradicate the plastic usage on the island as well as on the beach area and everywhere. Especially Than Myanmar, which is one of the NGOs in Myanmar, work with multiple stakeholders in islands, especially on the Tanindari region, which is the Melalui archipelago region. And they also have done the research and train and consult to collaborate to reduce the plastic pollution. And then they also do a lot of knowledge share directly to community on the issue of plastic waste and its impact on the environment by the kind collaboration of Ministry of Hotels and Tourism, Ministry of Environmental and Environmental Conservation Research. As you can see in this picture, Tanindari region, which is in other words, which is well known as the Melalui archipelago, this region is very rich of underwater world. So by preserving this area, we are strongly believing that we can maintain this underwater world as it is for the long run. Next topics, I like to go for the providing socio-economic benefit for communities who live in tourist destinations. This picture is the picture of Bagan, which is also regarded as the world's largest Buddhist archaeological site because we have 3,000 monuments in 40 square kilometers. Bagan is also recognized as the World Heritage by the UNESCO during the last 10 years ago. So in Bagan, because of this cultural attractiveness, there are lots and lots of tourists who come to Myanmar, definitely visit Bagan. So Bagan, there are a lot of crowded of the people, a lot of social impact, and a lot of impacts of the tourism happening. That's the reason the Ministry of Hotels and Tourism, together with JICA from Japan, we have the tourism development project in Bagan. So JICA, but even though we said this is the tourism development project, we are mainly focused on the educating the people and including the people who lives in the tourist destinations. So JICA expert team, together with our members of the Myanmar Tourism Federation, we collaborate a lot of things with the tourism stakeholders in Bagan. We also educate the local people how to sustain the tourism with quality and value-added balancing in economic, social, and environmental to achieve the greater economic benefits. In some of the pictures, you are going to see the beautiful sunset of Bagan. Some of the pictures, you are going to see the green grass and old pagodas, the balloons, and also at the bottom part, the pictures are the pictures of JICA Japanese experts doing the training with the people. Next, I'd like to move on to another place and another topics, conserving cultural heritage and creating authentic tourist experiences. I believe most of you have seen the picture of Inner Lake. inlet lake is a very big lake, which is the length of 20 miles and the width is 4 miles. But it's on the plateau of around 4,000 feet above sea level, around 1,000 meters above sea level. This lake is very unique. And this lake, there are a lot of inhabitants who live on the lake. Together with the development of tourism, what happened is a lot of hotels and a lot of local people have done the waste in the lake, and then they are putting the garbage on the lake and the surrounding areas. So because of that, we have found deterioration of the lake severely. So together with that, Ministry of Hotels and Tourism, Ministry of Environmental Conservation, coming together, we have done the restrictions on the engines of the boats in the lake, restrictions on the garbage throwing system on the inner lake, and reforestation project on the mountain around in the lake to maintain the water system. So together with that, now in the lake has been recovering of the quality of the water and also waste management. And we encouraged the boat people, boat management companies, in order to reduce the noise pollution, we have came up with a new idea of creating very soundproof noise pollution noise pollution less one. So together with this movement, now Inlet Lake has been better and better for the future. Next, I'd like to talk about bringing tourists and local communities together for mutual benefit. Here, you are going to see a lot of logo of the Ministry of Hotels and Tourism, which is the round and green one. This is the logo of Ministry of Hotels and Tourism. And I believe you are going to see the logo of Myanmar Tourism Federation. You are also going to see some international NGOs like Hans Seidels Foundation. So these, together with Hans Seidels Foundation, Myanmar Tourism Federation, and Ministry of Hotels and Tourism, we, Myanmar, came up with Myanmar Community-Based Tourism Standards. Also, we call Myanmar CBT Standard. And also, we came up with community involvement in tourism in Myanmar. So these issues, these are the publications done by the ministry together with the NGO, together with us. So because of those policies in written documents, we have also implemented sustainable tourism development for Myanmar during last year in January. So we are doing a lot of, we are putting a lot of efforts together to bring the tourist and local community together for mutual benefit. And we also do creating inclusive and accessible tourist opportunities. So we try to educate all the tourist destinations to mingle with the tourists to get the more exposure. We have some plans for the tree plantation, where you can see on the left bottom part in the picture. And we encouraged a lot of local handicrafts to mingle with the visitors from all over the world. So our ultimate goal of the CBD is to generate profits by offering tourists local lifestyles, accommodation, local activities, and culture. Next, may I talk about the way forward of sustainable tourism in Myanmar. Here also, on the left side and right side, I believe you are going to see Myanmar Tourism Strategic Recovery Roadmap, which is designed for 2021-2025. And on the right side, you are going to see ecotourism policy and management strategy for protected areas. This one is for 2015-2025 for 10 years. So together with these publications, which is the printed guidance for the local people, business people, as well as for the tourists, as well as for the visitors. We will be going to strengthen the regulatory framework to transform natural resources wealth into the prosperity, to provide more employment, and to provide more skills for local people to nurture domestic capacities. And we are also going to create and enhance services that drive industries and benefit supply chains. We also do the cooperation between MONREG. MONREG is the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation. And DICA is the place for the company registration. MOHT is Ministry of Hotels and Tourism. And private sector, we will be doing the mapping and defining opportunities within Myanmar's protected areas. So this is the end of my presentation about sustainable tourism and Myanmar and the way forward. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for a wonderful presentation, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you too.
Next, we have Associate Professor Dr. Deksanura Senedwantet. He will present a topic on sustainable tourism research, enhancing quality assurance. Hi, Professor.
Hello.
Are you ready to
Afternoon.
start the presentation?
It's clear?
Okay,
My voice
the time
is clear?
yours. Yes, it's clear.
Well, Your Excellency, Minister of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, distinguished President, Rector, Professor, guest speaker, and all participants. It is my great honor and privilege to deliver a speech on behalf of the National University of Laos at the Asian Higher Education Conference 2023 regarding sustainable tourism, research, and curricula. Today, I would like to talk about tourism research and curricula offering in Laos higher education, especially at the National University of Laos, and community engagement in the areas of sustainable tourism. First of all, allow me to provide a brief introduction to our National University of Laos, which was founded in 1996. Our university is a comprehensive and national institution that provide a diverse range of academic programs spanning from associate, diploma to doctoral program in 13 faculties. Of those programs, tourism education and training programs are offered in 3 different faculties. Particularly, Faculty of Social Sciences offer an undergraduate program in tourism and master program in tourism industry management. And the faculty also provide an undergraduate program of hotel management that directly related to tourism sector development. Faculty of Forestry offer an undergraduate program in ecotourism, while the Faculty of Letters provide an undergraduate program in French for tourism. This program aims to produce skilled professionals who can provide tourism and hotel services, promote national culture and tradition, conduct research, and offer services related to tourism. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure quality, our university provides tourism education and training through varieties of experiential learning opportunities, which are designed to connect theoretical concepts with practical experiences, both inside and outside the classroom. Specifically, students can participate in cooking and mixing drink workshop, lunch market fair, provide hospitality and volunteer services, organize tour services, and do internship in public and private sector as part of the academic program to ensure a well-rounded learning experience. Meanwhile, many students have opportunity to participate in workshops, summer camp, and student exchange program abroad to gain international exposure and enrich their specialized knowledge and intercultural competence. Such experience broaden their international horizon and enhance their employability prospect after graduation. Furthermore, our tourism professors have conducted numerous research projects to update educational content and address market needs, including important issues and successful models related to tourism sector development.
Excuse me, Professor?
Additionally, we frequently
Professor?
carry out joint research and academic exchange with foreign.
Excuse me, Professor?
Pardon?
Would you please to share again your screen to make sure that it is visible for all of us?
Oh. It's what?
We haven't seen the screen
Excuse
that
me.
you share. Would you please to share it again, please?
Yeah.
Now it's visible? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Furthermore, our tourism professor have conducted numerous research projects to update educational content and address market needs, including important issues and successful models related to tourism sector development. Additionally, we frequently carry out joint research and economic exchange with foreign institutional partners at both department and institutional level. In addition to fostering such external cooperation, our universities promote partnership and collaborations with different institutions. University promote partnership and collaboration with different institutes, organizations, and enterprises to provide students with work integrated learning opportunity. We also integrate sustainability concept into our curricula to balance economic development, environmental protection, and social responsibility. In a word, we include diverse subjects in the curricula, such as environmental sciences, cultural anthropology, community development, and sustainable business practices. This aims at providing students with a holistic understanding of the complex interaction between tourism, society, business, and environment, and provides insight into sustainable tourism practices. In this regard, our university has partners with the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism to implement national strategy and policies for tourism. In doing so, our university can ensure quality education and play an important role in promoting sustainable tourism. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Tourism is organized as a significant economic sector in Laos due to its distinct cultural and natural feature as well as strategic geographical location. Due to impact from the COVID-19 pandemic at present, we have dedicated to revitalizing the tourism industry in line with National Tourism Strategy for 2021 to 2025. The strategic goal is to develop, promote, and manage natural, culture, and historical tourism in a quality, green, and sustainable manner, while strengthening regional and international integration. Tourism is prioritized as a key economic sector contributing to poverty reduction among all ethnic groups. Given the strategy, the Lao government has implemented 3 policies to promote sustainable tourism, including promotion of natural and cultural tourism in a sustainable manner, supporting public-private partnership, investing in environmentally friendly and sustainable tourism, and encouraging the use of eco-friendly materials. Given that tourism has a high economic potential, the Lao government has recognized the significance of sustainable tourism as a vital contributor to economic growth, community development, and environmental conservation. Sorry. Linking to this, National Tourism Development Strategy prioritize sustainability as a guiding principle that outlines specific goals and plan to develop tourism in a sustainable way. This includes protecting natural resources, preserving cultural heritage, and promoting agrotourism. Additionally, there is a policies on community-based tourism that help local community benefits from tourism and empower community to participate in decision-making, create tourism products and services, and share in the economic benefit of tourism. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, engaging local community in the decision-making process and involving them in tourism project foster a sense of empowerment, ensure the preservation of cultural heritage, and maximize socio-economic benefit. In this talk, I will share some key approaches to developing community-based initiative in Laos. One approach is to involve local community from the start of the project through consultation, workshop, and focus group discussion. This allows community members to express their aspiration, concern, and priorities. Another important aspect is empowering local community to take an active role in planning, implementing, and managing initiatives that benefit them. This is achieved through capacity building program and training opportunity that enhance their skill in areas like hospitality, tourism management, enterpreneurship, entrepreneurship, and cultural preservation. Finally, we are promoting environmental stewardship within community that engage community members in activity such as waste management, reforestation, and protecting biodiversity. Encouraging sustainable agriculture and organic farming practice also demonstrates the community commitment to environmental sustainability. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Laos is famously known as the land of a million elephants, indicating the country is rich in natural landscape, diverse ethnicity, and vibrant cultural heritage. We prioritize sustainable tourism to enhance to enable visitors to explore the pristine beauty of our mountain, rivers, and forests, while preserving the ecological balance for generations to come. Meanwhile, we emphasize experiential learning opportunity while implementing national development strategy and keeping pace with regional and international development to provide quality education and training. Speaking at this conference today also opened door for us to share and learn the best practices from others to improve our education provision. Herewith, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Council of Rector of Indonesian State University to invite our university to this Asian Higher Education Conference. I wish the conference achieve successful outcome, and thank you very much for your attention. Last but not least, let's continue working together toward sustainable future for higher education and tourism in Asian regional and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for such an eye-opening topic, Professor. Next presentation, we have Mr. Chongrak Wasrindrat, PhD. We will talk about sustainable tourism research and curricula in supporting mobility. Hi, Mr. Wasrindrat.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, glad to have you this afternoon.
Yes.
So please start your presentation.
Yeah. So Your Excellency, the Rector, the President, good afternoon again, and thank you for inviting me to join the seminar of the Council of the Rector of Indonesian State University and the conference of the Asian Higher Education Conference 2023. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to join this event. So my topic today is a sustainable tourism research and curricula. Of course, as you know, Thailand is one of the most popular target for the tourists that would like to come to Thailand for tourists. So 20% of the GDP is come from the tourism sectors. Before I talk about the research and curricula, I would like to talk about the vision and the strategies of the tourism of Thailand and sustainable tourism in Thailand. Of course, vision of our country is to be the world leader quality destination through balanced development by leveraging Thainess, marked Thainess to contribute significantly to the country socio-economic development. and wealth distribution inclusively and sustainably. That means in our vision, we focus and sustain how to sustain the tourism sectors and how to use the tourism sector to distribute our budget, our economics and socio, and also concern about the environment. From the vision, we have 5 strategies, of course, from the offering and sustainability, infrastructure and amenities, human capital, branding and marketing, and governance and regulation. The first, offering and sustainability, we would like to develop the tourism attraction products and service, including the promotion sustainability in attraction, culture, and environment. That means we concern in about the sustainability already. The second is infrastructure and amenities. So we would like to develop the improvement of supporting infrastructure that is very important for tourists. And we care about the conflict and negative impact through the environment, to the people, to the conflict, to the rural area, or conflict to the national park, wildlife sanctuary. That means we concerned about the sustainability. Then human capital, we would like to strengthen human capital potential and competitiveness, and to promote tourism consciousness among Thai citizens. So we try to have some upskill, reskill for them to improve their skill for service minds, and try to improve their language and their service abilities. The fourth is the branding and marketing. That is important for Thai tourism. That, as you know, Thai is one of the very famous destination for foreigners. Therefore, we try to use branding some area like Phuket, Chiang Mai, Pattaya, Samui, and the other that is very famous. Also, for the culture like the Ayutthaya, also some very good cultural destination for them. The fifth is governance and regulation. Of course, we concerned about regulation and governance, that we would like to strengthen the tourism sectors that for good one. Then I would like to talk about the tourism development sectors. Just a sector, the important sector like Thailand would like to have to be the medical and wellness sector, senior tourism, tourism for all. That means now in Thailand, you know, we come to aging society, and we know that in the world, aging society is very serious. So Thailand is one of the destination for the aging society. Mice, green and eco-sustainable tourism, sport tourism also we concern. Maritime tourism, Muslim-friendly tourism also we try to this is important. Thailand uniqueness, promoting Thainess, we call it Thainess. So very important for the new tourism for wisdom, for culture. That means we concern about Thai challenge activity, Thai festivality, Thai luxury, Thai wisdom, Thai ways of life, and Thai serenity. Come to sustainable tourism policy. So I'd like to show you a bit. So we cared about the at least 2 projects. One is the green tourism project. We'd like to strengthen green tourism. The second is, of course, SDGs sustainable development goal is very important for tourism that we focus. That is and also we have green tourism strategies already finished. Anyhow, I would like to tell you there are 3 strategies: developing green tourism resource, creating the effectiveness mechanism for support green tourism, and supporting the marketing for green tourism. The second is sustainable tourism development project. We care about the policy for developing sustainable tourism monitoring system for Thailand, sustainable tourism development handbook. So we work for that. This is also, we talk about the green heart, green logistic, green attraction, green activity, green community, green service, and green plus. This also, we try to promote the sustainable tourism management by the campaign, many campaigns that we have. This also for Thainess, this is important for sustainable tourism. I mean, the food that everyone knows, Thai has a very good food and very famous food in the world. This is also the Thainess. Thai food, Thai wisdom, Thai art, Thai wellness, Thai way of life. This is this is the master strategy of the tourism also. So come to the curricula. Of course, for the education, we would like to support the sustainable tourism development of the country, because we are the university. So we support the professional trainings for reskill and upskill, for a bachelor degree, PhD, master degree. Of course, universities should concern about the research and innovation that focus in sustainability, especially for sustainable tourism. Workforce development, of course, the workforce, we have many workforce in Thailand that would like to upskill or reskill or new skill. So the university should support. You know, the Saat University has support the bachelor degree for 1 year is around 3,000 students is from the tourism. Finish the degree from the Saat University for 3,000. Let's say more than 20% is finish tourism. And also we have the reskill, upskill, and knowledge transfer. Actually, every year we have the meeting together, and we invite them to show the case in Saat University. Of course, we recommend the policy and planning to the public and to the governments. And some area we try to demonstrate the destination management, like a national park, wildlife sanctuary, the recreation spot. And also we use a case study in our university sometimes, because our university is very big. So some area we can support them to be the tourism spot of Thailand. And for the research, KU is dedicated to conducting cutting-edge research that address the environmental, social, and economic dimension for sustainable tourism. Our esteemed faculties and research team develop into topics such as destination management, climate change resilience, community engagement and biodiversity conservation, and also the gastronomy tourism. This is very important for tourism context. Through interdisciplinary collaboration, we bring together experts from various fields, not just only the expert from tourism, but we take the expert from environmental science, economics, sociology, hospitality management, to foster innovative approach for sustainable tourism. Because the tourism is not just only the expert from tourism, but we should invite the forester come, environment come, fishery come, agriculture come together and work together and plan together. Furthermore, KU Kasetsat University take pride to engaging with industry partner, local community and government agencies to ensure that our research has real world impact. We actively seek opportunity to collaborate with stakeholders, aiming to bridge the gap between academia and the tourism industry. By involving practitioners in our research project, it not only gain valuable industry insight, but also contribute to the development and implementation of sustainable tourism strategy. In addition to research, KU is committed to nurturing the next generation of sustainable tourism leaders. So the next leader should be concerned. We offer specialized academics program and equip students with the knowledge and skill needed to tackle the complex challenge of the industry. Our curriculum emphasizes a sustainable practice, responsible tourist development, and the integration of environmental and social consideration into tourist planning and management. Moreover, KU provides students with hand-on experience through fieldwork, internship, and community engagement initiatives. These opportunities allow them to apply their knowledge in real-world setting, fostering a deep understanding of the practical aspect of sustainable tourism and encourage responsible decision-making. Finally, Kasetsat University actively disseminate research findings through conference, publication, and public forum by sharing our insight with the wider academics communities, policymakers, and the general public. We contribute to the global conversation on sustainable tourism and inspire positive change. In conclusion, sustainable tourism research is a cornerstone of Kasetsat University mission to support national policy. Kasetsat is committed to generate knowledge, promoting responsible practice, and educating future leaders who will shape and future of tourism in the sustainable and inclusive manner. Together, let us continue to build a brighter future of the tourism industry, one that balances growth and conservation, economic benefit with social well-being, and a sustainable legacy for generations to come. Thank you very much, all participants. Thank you.
Thank you very much for such an insightful presentation. The last presentation, we have Mrs. Huyen Van Phong Huang. She will present a topic on efforts being done in promoting sustainable tourism. Hi, Mrs. Huang. Good afternoon, Mr. Huang.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, but it's very maybe a bit like slow, and maybe can you speak a bit more?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah. Now it's fine. Okay. So very excited to hear more from you. So please welcome Mrs. Huang.
Yeah. Hi. You are. Good afternoon. Can you see my my presentation?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon. Yeah. This afternoon, I will share about the sustainable tourism and sustainable tourism practice. And in that mention, I will share about three main points of sustainable tourism. The first one is concept of sustainable tourism. The second is sustainable tourism and mass tourism. The third one is case study and in the implementation of sustainable tourism. About the first one, concept of tourism, it means I can no need to say again because we have it's on the World Tourism Organization in general in 1992 already, and we will share the second is the characteristics of sustainable tourism. It means for in the tourism sustainable, we must have a three main points. The first one is the environment of friendly. The second is respect for social and cultural authenticity. The third one is the economic development, and it means in our country we have 11 objectives of sustainable tourism, and we have raised it to 11 main points and developed for the sustainable tourism. The first one is the economy efficient. The second is the local development. The third one is the creating jobs and rising income level. The fourth one is the society's social justice. The first one is meet the satisfaction of tourists. The second one is enhancing of the functions of growth of tourism organizer. The seventh is social security and preservation of cultural value, nature protection. 10 is the efficient use of resource, and 11 is environmental protection. It means we base on a title, and we will do for our tourism and how can we can use it and we can keep it with sustainable tourism. And the second one is how we must define it about the sustainable tourism and mass tourism. The mass tourism often aims solely as organizations profit, had no objectives for employment, compensation, or benefits local community. Mass tourism does not provide funding for the either compensation programs or local community to protect the region from activity and development that could harm in the nature beauty. Opportunities and threats to environmental and social cultural impacts can only be managed through carefully practice and managed plan of sustainable tourism. And so sustainable tourism is a multi-purpose planning. income, environment, and community from the start, in order to bring benefit to local communities, respect culture, preserve nature, stories, and the local community. One should together create business organization, sustainable tourism to bring about benefits and economic felicity, especially natural resource. Cultural values of the regions will be protected to minimize the adverse impact of tourism, while also contribute to the conversation and health of the communication in both economy and society team. About the third one is the case study, the implementation of sustainable tourism. First, the project from the infrastructure system, active certain research in investment building and perfecting the tourism infrastructure system toward it means our country will be invest more and match how to can connect on the Vietnam, easy to travel from town to town, and the second thing is to minimize shortcoming to this investment and economy operation. Business and individual are becoming more conscious to the need sustainable tourism growth, and it means the second we will together and we can develop more for our tourism. And in Vietnam, we have to according to the Travel and Tourism Corporation Report 217, several environment indicators have reached lower level, such as environmental sustainability, with rate 229 out 129 to 136 West level. We ranked 128 out of 136. The reputation with ranked 103 out 139 and reaches on water treatment with ranking from 107 out 136 since 2021. Vietnam has rolled out a number of the model and alternatives aimed at increasing public consciousness regarding the need protection the environment during the tourism. Important innovation steps, including assigning local alternatives responsibility for improvement the tourism environment, developed a program to promote and educate the community cultural behavior toward tourism and protecting tourism resources and the environment, and implement green technology and clean technology in hotel and tourism area. Same we can share about our company is a good example. It is the Sea of Cù Lao Chàm, in which the located in Tân Hiệp community of Hội An City, province of Quảng Nam, the center of Vietnam. Cù Lao Chàm has an area of about 15 kilometers, and it's not only a place for preserve many great and values special of formulas and fauna, but it also a cultural and historical relate to the crowd of the former Hội An and trade board. Following the decades, the prevention and growth, the environment of Cù Chàm global biosphere research has been reasonable intact, making the research a popular tourism destination in Quảng Nam and the central areas of our country. From 2019 has made 10 years since Cù Chàm were officially recognized by UNESCO as a World Biosphere Reserve. It means we have to say about our country in Cù Chàm. And the second, we can talk about the sustainable tourism in Bhutan, and we can study from them, and we can put more the play, and we can keep the sustainable for tourism better and better in the world. Yes, thank you very much. I have finished my sharing about my subject. Thank you.
Thank you very much for such an insightful presentation. Now we open the floor for discussion. In this Q&A, we will choose 4 questions from all participants, and we will hear the answer from the panelists one by one. So the first questions. Yeah, the first question is for Mr. Kiao Min Tin. It was very interesting to hear your presentation about Myanmar tourism. So the question is from Susanti from Indonesia. So the question is, how can countries in ASEAN collaborate to develop tourism together? Especially we in ASEAN, we have the same tourist attractions. So please, Mr. Tin.
Yes, thank you for your very interesting question. And what I believe how we can develop tourism together for the ASEAN is we ASEAN, we have a lot of similarities, and we are already doing hand in hand to promote tourism together. So this is only my personal opinion that we can promote ASEAN as a single destination. For the moment, some of our countries, we are doing 2 countries, 1 destinations, or 3 countries, 1 destinations, combining with Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, for example, Cambodia, Thailand. So doing what for the near future, do ASEAN as a destination. Answering your question?
I think that's answer, Mr. Tin.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good that we can have ASEAN as a regional for tourism destination. Okay. The second question, it's for Mrs. Hui. So the question is from Mr. Rafri from Indonesia. So he teaches tourism promotion courses. So according to you, as an expert in the leading tourism industry in Asia, how do we optimize ASEAN tourism promotion, especially for regions that are still undeveloped? Thank you. So it's talking more about Asia. Mrs. Swing?
Hello?
Yeah, please answer the questions.
Yes, this is a very hard question for me. Yeah, because this is we are the Big Travel. It means we are just the company in Vietnam, and we do in travel industry and airline industry. It means in our ASEAN right now we have a we just it means we are the same with the first question. We are the same. We are familiar and we are very easy to. It means the sightseeing and the cultures are very similar. But how can we must call together 11 of our ASEAN country. We can one destination, and we can doing more and more travel market industry in the world, and we can send to our guests and calling them, invite them to come to ASEAN, one house, one destination, but 11 countries, and we will share more than our culture and send it to them. And it means we must acting with the airline. They support us with the best airfare when they join with our one ASEAN, same like that. It means they had the best right to come into ASEAN, one destination and 11 countries, and very easy. It means we can promote and we can send to all of our friends in the world. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Yunes, because we believe that 11 Asian countries has their own uniqueness and also want to give more exposure. So there is no countries left behind on this Asian tourism promotions.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So next we will have the question number 3 for Mr. Chongrang. Thank you for the very interesting information about Thailand tourism. So this question is coming from Yohandri from Universitas Negeri Padang. So the question is, sustainable tourism in Thailand included as a curriculum in tourism learning in Saat, so in the university. How to measure the success of the sustainable tourism curriculum? Yeah, please answer the questions.
So thank you for the question. Of course, we are the university. So now we use the quarantine like a standard quarantine for support our student and try to do it like that. Anyhow, we also ask for the stakeholder, like a company that get our student work with them, and we ask them and get the information that is for student quarantine. Anyhow, we try to contact to the stakeholder a lot and ask them how they improve the sustainability in their company. That is a point that we focus for sustainability of the student, of the curriculum. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Konchongrat. So yeah, it is really important to start from the education part, and especially in Universitas Negeri Padang, we also have the Faculty of Tourism and Hospitality Management. So yeah, there's a way forward to promote the sustainable tourism. Okay, so we will have our last questions. Now the organizer will still Yeah, try to get the questions up. Okay, so the question number 4 for Professor Dexonoras. So this question is coming from Yuke Permatalisna from Indonesia. She's interested in tourism education in Laos. So has tourism education in Laos developed well? Because in Indonesia, we still try to develop it and we need a very long time. So yeah, it's really important to learn from another countries. What's your answer, Professor? Hello, Professor Dobbs. Okay, so we probably address this question to any panels or other speakers that want to answer the questions. So for these last questions, we are hoping that one of these panels can please to answer.
May I suggest Professor Chongrak, because this is really related with the education?
Oh yes, thank you so much, Mr. Thomas. Yes, Mr. Chongrak, are you still there?
Yes, I still.
Okay. Yeah.
Your question is about the curriculum in let's say in Thailand or in Laos, not in Laos.
Yeah.
Of course, curriculum about is very in Thailand, especially for sustainable tourism, because as I already mentioned, in Saat University, 20 or 30% of the students learn about the sustainable tourism, including hotel management, including the service industry. So very popular in Thailand, especially in Saat University, and we must support them to learn and to practice for sustainability and learn. Of course, if we have the curriculum ASEAN, we learn in ASEAN or how to look the East, our region, not different from the West. We are, so we think about that, very important. So we need to increase more and more curriculum, degree and non-degree for tourism. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chonra, for your answer. Yes, we also hear in Universitas Negeri Padang that tourism education is still in, it's progressing. So I can say that we can learn from each other countries about the sustainable tourism and also the development of the curriculum. All right. As we got all the 4 questions from participants, thank you so much for your participation. And we will have, we thank you for all the panelists to be here and hear from each perspective, from each countries of ASEAN representative. It is really interesting to hear your insights and also beneficial knowledge for all of us. Okay. So thank you so much for the insightful discussion. And now I will hand over to MC Fiska. I'm Evelyn, signing off. Thank you.
Nama pemenangnya belum ada. All right. Thank you so much for all the speakers and also Miss Evelyn for moderating the discussion today. Now, before we close today's event, we would like to announce the winners of the door prize for this webinar. All right, I hope everyone is excited. Here are the winners for the door prize today. The first one is Ms. Susanti, and the second one is Mr. Yohandri, and the third one is Mr. Rafli. And then for all the winners, please kindly send your address to our host in the text box so we can send the prize to you, because the prize will be sent via expedition service. And then so we can send the prize to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to inform you that the fourth webinar series of the 23 ASEAN Higher Education Conference will be held under the topic of innovative collaboration on Wednesday, 28 June 2023, that will be hosted by Universitas Indonesia. Now, we are at the end of today's webinar. Honorable guests, invited speakers, all participants, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our session. I am Fiska Mansyera signing off. Thank you, have a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.